and welcome back to Jazz's Angel Number Tarot. It is a different vibe over here because today we're tapping into the sign of Aquarius for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Wherever you have the Aqua placement in your chart, you can apply this to. Before you get started, DM my Instagram in the description below. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, you can ask whatever question you want for your reading. Now offering 7-day vigil candles burned on my personal altar for money, transformation, romantic love, psychic ability, clearing negative energy, passion, power, and more. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel and check me out on Patreon. It's in the description below. I post my personal spells on there, collective spreads, and so much more. Other than that, we're going to see what's going on with Aquarius during this time. A lot of blue. A lot of water I'm feeling. You may be dealing with a water sign, maybe a water sign manager, water sign friend, water sign lover, or you may be feeling really intuitive at this time. Any other messages for Pisces? Or sorry, not Pisces. Aquarius. I got thinking about the water signs. All right, let's start here. This is the first one that came out for you. We have faith with humanity and benevolence. Stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, see the light in the world. So Aquarius, you may be doubting like whether or not there's still a reason to have faith in humanity. Like you may have like a pessimistic kind of mind state during this time, but the universe is saying basically keep the faith, keep your connection to humanity, stay grounded. We have Joan of Arc with the voice of truth. Stand strong, focus on your purpose, and release the fear of persecution. Speak your truth. So you guys are being called to be vocal about what it is you're thinking and feeling. Typically, you may, just allow things to be. You may kind of skate over things, be more gentle with your words. But the universe is saying, stay grounded so that you can make sure you're not being aggressive in your communication. But there is some sort of truth that needs to be said, I feel, on your end. And then we have Gaia, which is the earth connection. Be mindful of the planet, come back to earth, stay grounded, which is literally what I was just talking about. So I'm seeing something coming up for you, Aquarius, where it's going to be a situation where you're needing to speak your truth. Speak what you're truly feeling about a situation. Make sure you're being communicative and open and honest with how it is you're feeling, what it is you're thinking. And that's why it's important for you to stay grounded. Then we have Paul the Venetian with experiencing grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. Cool. And then we have Rada with Soul Flame. I feel you guys like picking up a new trait or a new talent, tapping into a spiritual gift that you haven't tapped into before. I feel like that's happening. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship harmony and healing. Yeah, so there's some self-discovery going on here. Maybe you're tapping into some Akashic record or something that you've experienced in a past life, or having memories of something in this life. Let's see what else is going on for Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know? What are the messages for Aquarius? Interesting. Yeah, I get an energy. So we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Lovers here. So someone is feeling unworthy. This could be you. This could be someone else, because I'm also getting an energy here with all this staying grounded, speaking your truth. The universe is like, ask and you shall receive. Make sure you're grounded so that you articulate what it is that you want, what it is that you need from the universe in a way that, is good for manifesting. Stay grounded to make sure you're asking for practical things that you actually want. You're not manifesting from a place of desperation. I feel like some of you guys are kind of being called to manifest, but you either don't feel good enough for what it is that you're manifesting, or you're dealing with a connection here where your partner doesn't feel good enough for you. They don't feel like they have very much to offer you. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. I'm tapping into a couple or two people that both want to be together, have all the potential in the world to have a solid partnership, but someone feels unworthy. So this could be you feeling unworthy for what it is that you want to manifest. Maybe that's the perfect partner or the perfect relationship, or you're already kind of dealing with someone and they don't feel like they have enough to offer you. Because I'm also tapping into an energy of Five of Swords, someone kind of wanting to skirt away, walk away, while the other person is willing to work on things, willing to be patient with them. So it's definitely, there's definitely a matter of self-worth I'm picking up on here, Aqua. And maybe one of the things that you need to ask for is confidence. Like if you're trying to manifest right now, the perfect thing to ask for is the confidence in yourself, you know, and that's why we can't skip over those parts of that self-work, because once you feel worthy of what you're manifesting, you're just going to ask for it. It's going to come through, and it's everything kind of just goes quickly and smoothly. We have the Moon card here though, so someone is definitely doubting their own capability. Someone is confused. They just don't feel worthy. That's how I'm tapping in. It feels like it's a matter of worthiness. And maybe they don't. Maybe they honestly and truly do not have anything beneficial to offer you. That's also important. That's also important. To say, okay, is this, oh, wow, 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 wow. We got gifts. We got gifts from the universe. We got 2 sixes, the 6 of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles, both indicative of the universe being totally willing to help here. I'm very curious as what is required on your end though, Aqua, because it's like when you're dealing with another person, at the end of the day, everyone has free will. So I don't know that you can force the situation, but the thing is, the universe is saying, I will give your person the worthiness. Whoever feels unworthy, I will work with you on that. So if you need to ask for that, definitely ask for that. The universe is willing to help with that. And then I will also give you the gift of love with the 6 of Cups here. So the universe is very much so in support of this connection, very much so in support of this relationship. It doesn't have to be romantic. It can be a friendship. It can be a relationship with your manager, your job. Maybe your manager feels like you know more than them, so they kind of, you know, ostracize you, or they don't treat you the best because they don't want to be sunned by you. Like they don't want you to, they don't want to get in an argument with you because they know that you're going to be right, and you know they don't want to look crazy. They don't want to look stupid. But we have the Fool card here. This is your energy. This is the Fool card, is the Aquarius card, and the tarot deck, and I feel like both parties have to be open, so I'm a little... Okay, someone's got to take the lead. Wow, very synchronistic spread. We got 2 aces that just came out. Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Someone has to be the bigger person and be patient with this connection, move it along, help it to grow, because honestly this looks like a lot of effort needing to be put into this situation on someone's end so that we can get in a balanced energy. Because with the Justice card in reverse, yeah, okay, like, because I just heard, and it is unfair. So one of you guys must be having like a dialogue right now as you're watching, and I'm picking up on that energy, because it definitely seems like you would have to put in more energy, depending on, it depends, you know, it depends on what side you're on. If you're the one who needs the confidence and the help from the universe, then the universe would have to come through with that energy because you don't have it. Or you would have to put more energy into a connection with love. Queen of Swords in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So you can't force anyone to do something, but you'd have to come at the situation with love and put a lot of TLC into it. Let's see. Taking the lead. Not at all surprised, the self-love card came out. We have lip service and self-care. So more of that communication energy. You'd have to communicate with this person. You'd have to be really warm and patient with this person. You kind of have to build them up. This is a matter of someone just not having the self-confidence to get what it is that they want. And we have all of the elements here. to have something that can work really well with that Lover's card, and there is potential for growth, and the universe is even in support. So this isn't a complete flop. This isn't just like you came across someone that you just really shouldn't have in your life and that's why you're not going anywhere. It really feels more of a matter where it's like, you know, someone just really feels like there's an imbalance. There's an imbalance in your life right now, and it's in relationships, Aquarius. You'll have to apply it to whoever it goes to. We have manifesto that came out as well. So if you're not the type of person, you know, and Aquarians, typically you guys, you know, you're air. So typically you'd probably want to skate over something like this, but someone needs a long talk. Someone really needs to be built up, and you're going to have to do that with consistent, not only communication, but reassurance that they're enough for you. Even if they're not enough for you now. And I think that's where I think that's where things are kind of like foggy, because for some of you, you don't want to gas someone up because you're like, you're not enough for me, but I can see your potential. But what they need to hear is that they're enough now, you know? So it's kind of like, it's mixy. It's like, yeah, I'm not getting enough from you, but you telling them I'm willing to work with you isn't enough for them. They want to feel comfortable now in order to move forward. If they don't feel comfortable now, they don't want to know that they could end up working for something, working for you, working to make things better with you, and still end up with nothing, because turns out they still weren't able to be enough for you. Like, they want to feel comfortable now, and then they're going to have the comfortability to grow and want to do that with you. I'm telling you, you're going to have to decide what you want to do, because I feel like there is something happening here where you're on the same cycle with people, or the same cycle with this. Like, if this has happened multiple times, you've had this beef with a manager where you know more than them, you're overqualified, then I think it's time to assess, okay, I'm looking for a higher type of job, and I'm going to have to really, especially while I have a job, look for another position that's more responsibility, that's more than this, because I feel like this has happened multiple times. And this is why we have just not that into and blast from the past. So I feel like you've experienced relationships with people who haven't been willing to work with you, haven't been willing to give you their all. You know, I mean, it's the just not that into you card. So I don't feel like people are allowing themselves to fully let go. They don't feel enough. And I feel like this has been a consistent thing. We have blast from the past. I feel like this person may be coming around, someone that you haven't talked to in a while, who didn't give you their all, specifically because, like I said, they didn't feel like they had anything to offer you up front. So it's like, why would I allow myself to feel more? Let's see. We have time for a change, and in heaven, I just keep saying that, like, we have all the components here for a successful relationship. There really is all the possibility to have what it is that you need here. We have it here. In heaven, time for a change. Like, you guys have the ability to get along really well and have a really successful relationship. We have happy family, but we also have clean the clutter. So things have to be done differently, and because we can only control ourselves, and that was one of my biggest issues in the beginning of your spread, because I'm like, okay, free will is a thing. You can't force someone to do, you know, something. Yeah, because you can only control what you can do on your end. Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, if you do want that growth, you are going to have to put in that Ace of Wands energy. You're going to have to leave this connection so that it can balance itself. And it'll lead you to a happy family. So it's like, it's like, what do you want, you know? Because if you do put in the work, it's not going to be a flop, but it is going to be a lot of work in the beginning, and it is going to be unbalanced, and there is going to be, in the beginning, it's going to feel like it's not worth it, because then it's like you're not promised, you know, you're not given that reassurance. So it's like, man, do you see enough from this person or this situation where you're willing to put in all of that? Or no? That's why I was saying, you know, there's going to have to be a decision to be made. There's a huge emphasis on communication in your spread as well, Aquarius. So if you've been holding this all in, let it out, okay? The truth will set you free. Because we have the New Moon in Gemini. At the bottom of that card, it says communication is key. So there's something to do here with communication. I wonder if you guys, like, your throat chakra is blocked. Listen to some throat chakra healing music on YouTube if you really struggle with that. really struggle with speaking up for yourself and telling people what it is that you feel, or even if it's just this person and you're having a really, really hard time communicating with them, work on that. We have the new moon in Scorpio. Work through your fears is what it says at the bottom of this one. So for some of you, this is more of a matter rooted in fear. Full moon in Sagittarius and the full moon in Leo. A lot of fire sign energy here. We have look at the bigger picture and don't let pride get in your way. So some of you don't want to help this person. Some of you don't want to do this because it's a matter of it's a matter of pride. You feel like you shouldn't have to. You don't want to deal with someone who is at this level. You'd rather be with someone who's more emotionally developed or just further in their process. They feel better about themselves. And that's why I've been saying, you know, you got to make your decision. If you've seen enough from this person to where you really know that you would be happy with them. And we have in heaven, we have happy family. We got the Lovers here. So I do feel like this could be a solid connection. And we got that universal support, which is just really the cherry on top, the icing on the cake. So you'll have to look at the bigger picture. Like, yeah, I'm over investing myself. This makes me very uncomfortable now. But for some of you, you'll have to say, okay, you know, am I being prideful about this? Is this worth it in the end? If you want this, you know, it's just a little uncomfortable, a little unfair in the beginning. We have karma is on your side, and that you have options is meaningful. Rock on. So if this person has, you know, done something to you or said something to you that was unfair, just know that that'll be balanced. Just know that that'll be balanced out, okay? Karma is on your side, and karma can even come from the person who did it. So just know that they may come back and give you an apology and make things right, at least. And that may be your in if you haven't talked to this person in a while. But we also have that you have options is meaningful. Rock on. So the universe is saying, listen, you do have options here. You have to make your choice as far as what you want to do, because, you know, don't allow this situation to stress you out when you have options. You can say, you know what, universe, thank you for this experience. Like, thank you for this lover's connection, but I want to open myself up to new energies and be done with this energy, and the universe will send you your new bae. As long as your self-confidence is where it needs to be, which is basically, it's not even about self-confidence. It's more about your frequency, your vibration. You attract to you the frequency that you put out. Once you are, you know, confident, you're in the good frequency, you feel good about your decision, you've truly let go, trust, you will get another one. We have, is this 2? It is 2. We have, it's not as if you need anyone, and things are not as they appear. So for those of you who feel like this person, you know, they don't want to invest in this situation for other reasons, it's really a matter of how they feel versus, you know, it's more of a them thing, honestly. And then we have, it's not as if you need anyone. So the universe is saying, listen, for some of you who are really stressed out, you know, you really don't need this connection in order to survive. You don't. I've seen twin flame connections not make it. People live without their twin flames, you know. You can meet your mirror, you can have the most intense love connection, but you will still be all right without them. We have love doesn't have to mean near. So that's more of a message of, you know, even if you're not talking to this person, that doesn't mean that they completely cut you off emotionally, especially if you think about them, dream about them a lot. Especially if you've been intimate, you're likely going back and forth energetically, which is why you think about them so much. So just because you don't talk to them or you may not live near them doesn't mean that the feelings aren't there. And then we have, it's not only about being right. So Aquarius, I'm not going to drill it in anymore, but you get it. It's not only about being right. If you want this, you already know. And then we have earlier disappointments were just rehearsal for the great stuff coming your way. So I feel like the universe is supporting you, and the universe is going to continue to support you in this connection. And yeah, honestly, I see a lot of potential here. So you have to make your decision. So yeah, that was your spread. DM my Instagram in the description below if you'd like your own private tarot reading. You can ask whatever question you want for your reading. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel and check me out on Patreon as well in the description below, where I post my personal spells, collective spreads, live streams, all sorts of stuff on here. And I love you, Aquarius, okay? Be careful what you wish for, and I will see you in the next one.